guys. Now that I'm seeing an uptick in foreclosures, I'm gonna let's go over the top 10 rules. I made it 9, but I'll come up with one at the last minute. Top 10 rules for Scottsdale foreclosures. This is probably the most important one. Best be patient. Because the process is you write an offer. I write an offer. I send it to the agent, REO agent. He sends it to the asset manager. They're probably going to counter your offer. They're definitely going to counter your offer because they're going to use their own addendum. So whatever you wrote on the contract is basically going to be removed. So you must be patient in these. You're not going to get an answer back in a day, 24 hours. What the realtor or the REO agent will do lots of times is if they're going to counter you, they'll just do it verbally, or they'll email and say you want to buy a house. It's listed at $525. You offer $460. They might counter at $485, $490. Then you come back at $470 or $475. So it'll go back and forth before any asset manager signs off on anything. This is where a lot of the foreclosure buyers get caught up. Must have proof of funds 30 days old or less. What does that mean? It means you can't send them a brokerage statement with a bunch of mutual funds, bond funds. It has to be a cash. I've had buyers say, well, we're going to tap our home equity line of credit, but they haven't tapped anything. So they send me the letter from the bank saying, you have equity line of credit in the amount of $100,000, which basically doesn't mean anything to the asset manager. So the REO agent is not even going to submit your offer if you don't have proof of funds. You must be okay with the bank using their own title company. They're definitely going to use their guys. They're not using your guy. So little Susie down at the title company is not getting this business. You must be okay with bank countering your offer. They're going to counter like HOA transfer fees and all that other stuff. You're paying that. They're not going to pay it. You must be okay with paying most of the fees. I just went over that. You must be okay with the price you offered in the beginning. The REO, the foreclosure people, the banks have gotten smart about, you got 6 offers. So, one of the agents will write over asking price. Then he'll get a 50, and I saw this happen in Tucson with one of my buddies. He got like a 65-page inspection report. The REO agent didn't even want to see the report. He sent it to him anyway because you can't refuse the report. He did get a substantial reduction, but all the other people that he was bidding against, he beat because he went over asking price. Then he beat him up on the inspection. And the banks have gotten smart to that. They don't play that game anymore. You must be okay with the process of buying an REO. Like I said, it's totally different than buying it from a regular homeowner. And if you don't really like the process, then I would advise you to stay away from REOs. Must be able to close quickly. A lot of REOs. I just wrote an REO today with Bank of New York, and they are requiring, and that's the key word, requiring a 35-day close. So if you can't close in 35 days, then you're not buying the REO. The reason they do that is to eliminate finance offers. There's not a lot of banks that can close in 35 days. Sometimes getting the appraisal will take you 35 days just to get the appraisal. So, and that's why the 9th one is must be willing to pay cash. So there are REO deals out there. My opinion is the juice is not worth the squeeze. What does that mean? there's so many people after the REOs that you're competing. You're really competing against multiple offers, and highest and best, all cash, usually gets the property. So in my opinion, I would look at them, and then of course I would call the agent, the REO agent, to see if there were any offers. Getting some of these REO agents on the phone, good luck. Pigs will fly before they actually answer their phone. So, that's been my experience over the past 17 years. A lot of the REO agents won't even answer the phone, won't even talk to you. So, to me, it's just a big hassle, and you really are not getting the deal of the century. These banks are smart. They get a BPO, a broker price opinion. They're going to price it right where the neighborhood is sold over the past 6 months. So this myth that you're going to buy an REO for even 80 cents on the dollar is just a myth. It's really not. In my opinion, I haven't seen it in 17 years. Now, back in '08, I was buyer's agent for the Blair Group. I saw a lot of deals. And that was just because of the market. Didn't have anything to do with REOs. It was the market was crashing, and some very savvy investors stepped in and bought 2,000 square foot houses in Maryville for 50 grand, 60 grand, 70 grand. So I know because I was writing those offers. So take the top 10 rules. I only had 9 here, but I added a couple more. Actually went over 10. If you have any questions, you can call me. Scottsdale Real Estate Consultant. If you want to know what your property is worth, you can go to www.scottsdalerealestateconsultant.com. This realty charity is some charity work that I do. And then there's my email. So thanks. Have a great day.